it is me, the legendary. So this is transitions. This is about me talking about myself, giving you guys a brief history, intro, background. That's my mousy assistant.
Hello.
In the background, cause I'm the ice cream van again. Anyhow, so the first video that would have gone at transitions, that was about people asking me rude questions. This is just like a general backstory about me, the kind of things that some people may know, may not know, me giving the clarity on things that people assume about me. So yes, if you see me looking across, it's because I'm looking at my laptop because I have the stuff here, so I don't ramble, guys. Ramble.
And she's prone to it. Once in a while.
You know that I got a plot you heard later, right? You want a headache again?
Please no.
Anyhow, so my name is Raven. I am under 30.
This is divisions that we doing?
I'm under 30 and I transitioned roughly at 18, 19. Mentally started the process of transitioning at 18 and I had breasts by 19. Can't really see them now because I don't have on a bra. So yeah, you've seen other videos and pictures of me so you know what they look like. And yeah, so I transitioned at 18, 19 and I took birth control pills because that's what male to female trans take to achieve their physical feminization. Yeah, so the feminization process takes anywhere between 3 months to a year. Depends on the dosage, it depends on the person's body, it depends on your mind. Because if you believe it, you can achieve it, guys. So yeah, I know I was a woman straight out of the womb, so I changed very quickly. Yeah, the process has been interesting. The journey's been fun, kinda. The journey's been interesting, kinda. The journey's been traumatizing, kinda. So yeah, I'm not a typical poster for being trans because I've not been sexually assaulted that changed me to make me this way. I have not been put out. I've not been abused by family members. So being trans usually comes with being kicked out, being sexually assaulted. So unfortunately those things happened and I feel very terrible for the persons who experienced that. However, that's not my story. I have not done sex work. Though people have said that I haven't because I have a good relationship with my family and I do hair and makeup and I'm a cosmetologist by profession and I have transitioned that into human rights advocacy, specifically trans focused human rights, legislation, gender identity recognition, gender market change, social inclusion, which covers employment, healthcare, mental health access, education. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about family. We're gonna talk about where I transitioned and the basic definition of transgender. So transgender means you were assigned sex at birth by the doctor, or if you were born at home by your parents who saw your genitals, and you have changed to the opposite sex. So I'm a trans female, assigned male at birth by doctors, and transition through a few processes to become female. Yes, so transgender means you don't identify with your birth sex and you go through processes to become the opposite sex. So it's a very simple definition, and if you want it to more jackass terms, gender identity is between your ears, your brain. Sex is between your legs. So yeah. When I transitioned, I wasn't comfortable in my body, so I did things to become a woman. Hormones, injections, laser hair removal, growing up my hair, doing my nails, that kind of stuff, wearing makeup. I have no boy clothes except my boyfriend's clothes that I wear every now and again, like a pant. Well, not pants, like a boxer if I'm in the house, or a shirt if I don't want proper clothes, if I gotta go to the door, that kind of thing. But I don't have any male clothes. Yeah, and transitioning for me was easy because I have family support. Like my mother is my biggest supporter, my biggest fan. My mother, for those who've experienced my mother in my presence or experienced my mother without me, my mother goes on and on and on and on.
Raven is my world!
About me. My mother calls me her queen. My mother is the mother that every LGBT person should have. Yeah. So, I don't speak to my father. This play is driving me nuts. And that's for personal reasons. My father has since come around and calls me his daughter and tries and stuff, but I have no interest in having a relationship with my father. Like, I didn't have one since I was like 9, so it was like no purpose now at me under 30. So yeah. So a high percentage of my family members are of the LGBT community. My cousins, my mother's other child, my sister. Yeah. So yeah. And I still live at home, and my boyfriend lives with me. So yeah. So obviously, again, like typical posture for trans, because it's very rare that, well, in media how it is portrayed that trans people don't have family support, they don't have a stable relationship with a man, they do sex work. None of those things are my story. So yeah, that's just me. Right. So, stereotypes. Again, most people say or think that all trans women are sex workers or have HIV, that they're uneducated, and that's why they have to do survival sex work. Like I said, I finished secondary school and I went to cosmetology school, and I definitely enjoy doing hair and makeup for myself, for other people. So I didn't have to do survival sex work, and I have friends who are trans and they do survival sex work, and it's fine. Definitely don't discriminate against them. It doesn't make sense to discriminate against your own kin. But yeah, and some of the negative comments that people always, dear God, give the trans community hell for. I am one of them trans people, one of the trans women that take one of bullshit. I'm very educated, and I like to use my education to destroy one of wrath, so and let one have it, let it rest in one of spirit. And then, yeah, I don't have time for the willful ignorance, the stupid comments, the negativity. If you don't like it, go so. If you bought it, send us a message. I definitely don't have time for the foolishness, and the foolishness is always perpetuated by people who who don't want to understand or have persons similar in their families. It's also perpetuated by the police. The police are very ignorant and unhelpful when it comes to trans people coming to the police station for domestic violence, gender-based violence. If they've been assaulted, robbed, if they've been done any injustice, the police do not help. Show me one policeman that does, and I'll kiss their boots. Problems that the trans community face when they go to seek medical services. The polyclinics are terrible. People get your files and talk about things that are in the files that are supposed to be confidential, and I don't care what anybody says. I, working within the healthcare field from time to time, I know that it happens. Sometimes your own family be your biggest enemy. Your family is your lock in. Again, I don't have it in my family, and I'm very assertive, to put it nicely. I will crack your head with one of my hockey sticks or something. The family thing is so unfortunate. You rather put out your child or your cousin, leave them in the streets, for somebody to do them something, kill them, rape them, use them as a thing. So in my advocacy, I try to educate people on transgenderism, helping people understand the process, helping families identify why they don't think that is right. Christianity also plays, organized religion plays a big problem with persons disliking the trans community. So I don't fuck with religion at all. It's a very touchy subject, especially because most of us have grown up in the church, and having your own relationship with God, and then people telling you that God doesn't love you and whatever, that's a big traumatic ordeal. So I don't fuck with religion. Yeah, so the last thing I'm going to talk about is passing privilege. So when you're trans and you look a certain way, you can blend in with other genetic born females, women with vaginas, cisgender heterosexual women. That's called passing, when you can go into any crowd of women and not be identified as the previous sex or gender that you were. So passing privilege is a bit problematic for some people because everyone won't be able to pass due to resources, due to their body, due to culture. So that if you grow up in a neighborhood and people know that you transition, you won't be able to pass because they will go and take your business everywhere out of the neighborhood. So it is a bit problematic for people who can pass versus those who can't pass. Sometimes passing helps you navigate life without stress or with little stress. It helps you go to the supermarket, go to restaurants, bars, clubs, and have men find you attractive and want to give you their number, want to date you, want to fuck you. But disclosing also becomes a point of contention when you have to explain, well, before we have sex, I need to tell you that I'm trans. What does that mean? And go through that whole thing. So by that time, the man has probably lost interest, or depending, if he's trans attracted, he will then be more interested. So yeah, passing privilege can be a good thing for the most part if you are going to live openly and navigate life. It's also a bad thing for those who can't pass or don't have the privilege of being able to present as the gender that they identify with. So most of the time it's a big stumbling block amongst other trans women, other trans persons, because passing creates a narrative that you have to look a certain way to be a woman or a man. So passing privilege definitely becomes a bit tricky for some people. And again, those who can pass, it's a privilege for you. You have nothing to worry about. For those who can't pass, it is a terrorist and nightmare because you will be called a man or a woman if you're a trans man. If you're a trans man, you'll be called a man. And it can be potentially dangerous if you don't pass and you're in certain areas. So yeah, so that's just a bit about me. And the last thing, relationships. So gay men do not find trans women attractive to be in a relationship with sexually. Bisexual men or straight identified men, straight men find me attractive, and those are who pursue me. Gay men don't like breasts, so they will have no interest in my breasts. Does it make sense trying to police somebody's gender? Because you'll never get a man who is straight to identify or admit that he's gay. So a man that likes trans women, you will never ever get him to identify or admit that he is gay. So it's a waste of time, you persons policing people's genders, identities, and feelings. So I think that it is a learning curve to understand people who are trans attracted and want to be in relationships with trans women or trans men. So yeah, just to note, gay men are not in relationships with trans women. Though possible, it is a very slim chance. So yeah. I'm thinking about something else to say, like if there's anything else that I was to talk about. Yeah, drawing blank. So see you on the next video, guys.